What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. Still got my man out here today. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right.
All right. So, are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and so how old are you, man?
27.
27. And so, how long have you been homeless?
For about like almost a month.
About a month now? Yeah, because you're actually the boyfriend of the young lady that we interviewed earlier.
Yeah.
All right, and so about a month. What was to happen a month ago that caused you to become homeless?
I lost my job and the family put me out due to the complications of things.
Okay, where was the job at?
Popeyes.
Popeyes? Okay, shout out that Popeyes. And so how'd you lose the job, man?
I had ended up burning my hand with some very hot grease, and I was working for a very gospel woman, and I had said the F-bomb out loud, and that's what caused my job.
What?
Yes, she's the type of person that says, Father God, when she gets upset. So you can kind of tell what kind of background she had.
I get it. So, was she white, black, or?
She was a proud black woman.
Proud black woman. Okay. She got fired for using the F-bomb after hot grease got on you.
Look,
if there's any time,
it's on my hand right there.
if there's any time where you should be allowed to use the F-bomb, I would say that'd be one of them. Okay. So, and you say family complications. What happened?
Family complications. If I were to tell them that I lost my job right then and there, they would have never kicked me out, but I didn't know that, and I had self-pride, and I was trying to get another job before I had telling them, hey, I lost the job here, but I got the job with this, trying to keep self-pride and workflow going. But things had ended up getting into complications between me and my relationship.
Well, how? Like, what? Give us what happened. Tell us what happened.
Well, it was just like a little smidge argument about like a possession, kind of like shoes or a shirt, simple things that couples would argue about. And she had got mad at me and told me, hey, go tell my parents the truth about this, or I'm going to, kind of deal.
The truth about what?
My Popeyes job. Me losing
it. So y'all.
Yeah, I did.
So you and your lady. So your lady was staying there with you.
This is her family. And
Okay. So y'all was with her.
And she was
family.
also being put out because her family is getting ready to move back over to Massachusetts, and they're not going to be able to have the room to take her in.
Got you. Okay. So y'all got into an argument, and she basically threatened to out you, which outed you. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. So, and do you have any kids?
No.
No? Have you ever been legally married?
No.
I know you guys are engaged and everything.
Not
All
yet.
right. Okay.
We're trying to get things squared on the 24th.
Okay. Yeah, she told me. So how did you get to that point though, where you had to be like living with her parents and stuff like that? How did you even get there? Like, when was the last time, I guess, that you had either your own place or you was living with your parents?
Well, I was living with family. My family have taken me in after being homeless for 3 years. And I ended up staying out here because of my own complications. We moved up to Connecticut hoping for a place to stay, but the person who offered us a place to stay literally was like, oh, hey, my lease is coming up, we're gonna have to let you go, kind of deal. We can't really help you.
Right.
And we ended up getting told that while we were at New York Port Authority, and we tried traveling up towards Connecticut with what we had and hoped to have something new. It got really cold, so we said, hey, we're gonna try to go back over towards the Georgia, Florida area, so we're closer to home.
Right.
And now we're kind of here, and now we're headed back to Connecticut because we found out her family was looking for us the entire time.
You said her family was looking for y'all?
Yeah, and we didn't know.
Wow. Okay, so you headed back up. Okay, so, all right. I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, so I'm going to try to be as careful with my words while still being able to say it with a little bit of pop, right?
Okay.
Well, no, before I say that, let's just start from the beginning. So, where are you from?
Florida.
You from Florida?
Yeah.
What part?
Orlando.
From that Orlando, man. Y'all used to take all my money every summer, man. I haven't been there in a few summers now, though. Shout out to all the Disney World, Universal Studios, all the Airbnbs. We used to do it real big in Orlando, man. So, okay.
They're kind of getting crazy out there now.
Yeah, man. I heard it's definitely some stuff going on.
That's why I'm definitely not going back.
Okay. Shout out to Lewis, man. They know Lewis on this channel. Lewis is out there in Orlando, man. Shout out to him. He just butt dialed me about 20 minutes ago. Anyway,
that's
all right.
Cool.
So growing up in Orlando, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
Kind of up until I turned 14, and then I ended up into the foster care system.
Okay,
I
so
went through 30 different homes.
30. Okay, so okay, up to 14, you was with your biological mom and dad.
Yes.
Okay, were they married?
No.
Okay, but they was together long term.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yes, I have. I want to say roughly 5, but my dad was kind of a horn dog. His nickname was called Hump and Dump. And I'm just going to be truthful. He really was a horn dog. So I have like 13 other brothers and sisters I don't know.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, I get it.
And I'm like the oldest out of my relative is 5. I'm the oldest.
So in the household, you was the oldest?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so
I only know of 2 older ones, and those are my half siblings.
Okay. I mean, what effect do you think that had on you growing up?
Well, meeting them and going through all that shit was sort of hard.
In what way?
Well, mentally and health-wise, they didn't know which way my health was going to go. They thought that my attention span was smaller than a gnat and that I kept on walking around aimlessly. I actually have Asperger's, and I'm actually very intelligent. I have a 3.8 when it comes to GPA.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Asperger's is all right. I ain't gonna get into all that, but yeah. Bottom line is, you could definitely, probably be a genius in some ways.
I can draw. I design my own artwork, my tattoos.
Okay. Yeah, that's lit, man. That's lit. All right. So I mean, growing up, would you say you had like a fairly normal childhood?
No.
Tell me about it.
See, my family was a very abusive household. My father, he had been addicted to heroin and other drugs for 35 years of his life. I think he's like 55 now. So pretty much up from his 20s, he was pretty much doing crazy shit, doing dumb shit. My mom, she got away from it. She had a kid, stuff like that. Living with my sister right now. They're doing really good. But other than everything else, childhood, yeah.
Anything like, traumatic or anything like that ever happened during childhood?
Other than seeing my aunt getting beat in the face with a frying pan.
By who?
My Uncle Eric.
Oof. Okay.
Literally bit like it was a damn video game, and I was like...
How old were you then?
I was like 11.
11? Okay. Any type of sexual trauma or anything like that ever happened to you?
No.
No? Okay. All right, so did you end up going to high school?
I went up until the 9th grade, and then had ended up getting dropped out due to my transcripts not being able to go through school and me turning 18.
You was 18 in 9th grade?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of my transcripts not being able to go through. They had to reprocess me back through the system.
Well, I get if that happens one year and maybe you're 15 in 9th grade, but that's a lot of years. Like,
I know.
How did you end up being 18 in 9th grade?
No, I was 17 in school and then turning 18 when I got away from everything.
Well, I mean, even 17. That's a really old 9th grader.
I know.
How did you get held back a couple times, or like?
I got held back in the 5th grade, and it was due to my parents. They wanted me to stay at home and have homeschooled because they thought the school system was fucked. You know how like certain parts of the areas have like bad schools,
right,
and bad teachers,
right.
My mom and dad were that type of person up until I turned 14.
Oh shit. Okay.
So like anything and everything I know, including artwork, I can draw people, I can do anything. Like I can play the piano, I can rap, all sorts of things.
Wow. Yeah, I tell you what, man. People, if there's normally one thing that is maybe slightly defective or whatever, they normally have other things that are kind of that overcompensate for that. So all right, bottom line is that we didn't graduate. Did we get our GED or anything like that?
No, I was in the process of trying to do that here, but I'm moving back up towards Connecticut.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and get my GED there.
Yeah, they definitely, man, and I'm wishing you luck in getting it for sure. Why did you end up having to go to DFACS at, you say, was it 15 or 14?
15.
15? Why did you end up having to go? Why did you end up being taken away from your parents at 15?
Drugs. My father in general, he was doing heavy drugs and also hitting us.
Okay,
so my sister kind of snapped off, and she was the one that actually called to actually get us all taken.
Okay, that was your younger sister?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, and so you say you ran away from over 30 homes?
No, I was going back and forth through 30 homes.
How'd you go through 30 homes?
Because the people that wanted to adopt my siblings tried to get me in, but they said that I was too old at the time. Because I was like turning 14 or 15, and no one's going to have a tall, lanky boy that looks like he's almost 18 years old.
Why not?
I don't know. It just seemed a little odd, like especially around Orlando. I was going in between Palm Bay, Orlando, Oviedo, Tampa, Castleberry, quite a few different
So,
places.
I mean, when you was going through all those different homes, I guess that was their decision to not keep you in there?
Yeah. They like babysat me, or what they called watching, for like 2 weeks at a time, and then I would go to another home.
How did that make you feel?
A little odd. Like very, very odd and uncomfortable.
Well, I mean, you know, if I may suggest, maybe you felt unwanted, unloved. Are those accurate as well?
Yeah.
Is that hard for you to say that or whatever?
No.
No? Okay.
It's just you kind of hit it on the dot.
Yep. Yeah, no, I could only imagine, man. I could only imagine. Okay, so, I mean, you know, like, after you turned 18 and everything else, did you, you know, are you still in communication with your parents and everything else?
My mom, not my dad. I don't talk to him.
Are they still together?
No.
Okay.
They're separate.
Separate, okay. And so, you talk to your mom. What are those conversations like? Like, does she know that you're in this position of homelessness?
Yes. She knows I'm here in Atlanta. She's living with my sister because she's kind of going through her own situations with her boyfriend. And I think it's okay with how they're doing with things, because she's old. She's just got a job, stuff for herself to get settled. So I think my mom's going to be okay. My dad is with my little sister, living together. So
Okay. So, because some people are going to look at this and, you know, my channel is mainly African Americans, right? So they're going to look at this and they're going to say, how does this white boy end up out here, homeless in the streets of Atlanta, and he's got family? How does that happen?
They're just broke-neck people, and they're bigots. They don't like the people I date. I'm with a proud black woman, and my family is a little bit of racist.
I don't think there's.
No,
I don't think they would be saying it.
My sister and my aunt and my mother have called my girl out of her name more than once. And
that's you talking about your family is biggest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to be around them because of that.
Wait, they've called her
Yes.
the N-word?
Yes. And I didn't like it. I cussed them out and told them off, like, this is who I'm with. You should not disrespect who I'm with.
Is this your first time being with like a black woman?
No.
Okay.
I dated black women ever since I was like 10 years old.
9?
My first girlfriend when I was in elementary school was a little black girl that had beads all in her hair. And every time I seen her, I would slap her hair around.
So you've always liked black women?
Yes.
I mean, you have the look. You have the whole kind of, you know, I don't know, like Justin Bieber-ish kind of, you know, you got that kind of bad boy white guy look, you know, that I can imagine the ladies may go for. And so, have you ever dated a white girl?
I don't like them.
Okay, so you have, but it wasn't a great experience?
Not a good experience.
What was the difference between the experience of dating a black woman and a white woman?
Okay, the difference between that, a white woman will try to take everything out your pockets. She'll take your money, she'll take your weed, she'll take pretty much everything that is yours. A black woman, on the other hand, will make sure you're fed, make sure your mind is sane, and pretty much make sure there's money in your pocket. So there's a complete polar opposite.
I'll tell you what, man. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Some guys are gonna disagree with you on that.
I mean,
there's gonna be some guys that's gonna disagree. But
know.
if that's your experience, I'm not gonna invalidate it. Okay, so I receive it. So, and shout out to all of my black queens, all of my white queens. Shout out to everybody, of course, right? So
and I'm not trying to be offensive.
Right, of course not.
That's my preference, and I hope that all y'all ladies are having a good day.
Exactly, 100%. All right, man. Well, listen. So you guys are headed back up there, so y'all kind of have everything squared away. And so on that note, if anybody out there wanted to reach out, help or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
I just have Cash App.
Okay, what's your Cash App?
It's a $STC, or well, you go ST like Saint, and then you put Cardwell 96.
Cardwell is spelled
like throwing a card in a wishing well.
Okay,
like
and then 96.
Yeah.
Okay. Any IG or Facebook?
No.
No. All right, man. Well, listen, like I say, really appreciate you. Definitely wishing nothing but the best out here, all right?
All right.
Make sure you have a good one, man.
You too.
Yes, sir.